So this PvP is integrated into the main campaign. So if you play co-op with your friends, there can be, an option to invade your game. If you enable that option, so there can be players invading your game as this Night Hunter guy. They can control this Night Hunter and simply try to hunt you and your friends down. It's just for multiplayer. So he doesn't appear normally. So he cannot be controlled by AI, only by the player. So we wanted to give the players a new angle to play this game, and that's why we invented this Night Hunter guy. He can be controlled only by the player. It was a special type of flashlight, it was, let's say, UV flashlight, so with ultraviolet beam of light. And this Night Hunter is very sensitive to this light, and ultraviolet simply, burns his skin down to the bone. So you can hurt him, you can slow down him for a little bit, but let's say you have to fight with your weapons to get him down, as you may have seen in the demo. Against the normal enemies it is useful, of course, but still it's most effective against the Night Hunter because of his, specific, let's say, mutation. Because he's a very well mutated zombie. Yeah, so you can craft all the weapons you have in game, and we have, something deeper than just, adjusting the weapon to your parameters or adding some gadgets to it, like flamethrower or something like that. So we have those weapons, very complex in terms of how they work. For instance, if there is a weather condition like rain, your weapons based on electricity are more effective because of the humidity, because of the water around, but your weapons based on fire are less effective because water fights flames. So first things first, you don't have this grappling hook from the very beginning. So when you start the game, you are the freshman in the quarantine zone, so you don't have very sophisticated parkour abilities. You have to, let's say, learn your skills, you have to develop your character. Even through your animations, you can see that your character becomes more and more efficient. He becomes faster during climbing, so that's why you don't have everything from the very end. And your ultimate gear to proceed through the environment is the grappling hook. So because it allows you to go very fast, it allows you to even grapple your enemies and from the distance, like this famous guy from Mortal Kombat. With every single action, like climbing, like fighting, you get agility points or power points. Agility is for parkour and power is for fighting. So with those points you can develop your character, so you can level up, and by leveling up you are selecting several skills for your next level. So that's our RPG system, that's how it works in Dying Light. Average playthrough, so by average you mean not a speedrun, but doing some, let's say, random activities, some things like that. So I would say it takes like 20 hours to complete, 15 till 20 hours. Of course it is co-op, as I told you before. It's co-op, it's invasion, but still we are focusing on these two things. So there is no other type of gameplay for multiplayer. So just co-op and invasion within the co-op. If you want, you can sleep over through the whole night, but still you won't be able to go or to achieve something in the game if you skip every night in the game. So the game is about surviving during the day and surviving during the night. So eventually you have to go outside during the night to achieve something. So it's not like that you can just be there only during the day. Rough estimate, I would say thousands. So that's very rough estimate because combinations are, let's say, many of them there are in the game. Yes, so those were incubation hives. So those incubation hives are zombies mutating. So this Night Hunter protected incubation hives from human players. That's his main objective. He has to protect those hives and the players have to destroy them. Меня зовут Radoslaw Grabovski, я бренд-менеджер Dying Light'a. Я надеюсь, вам понравится Dying Light.